The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley.
Game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers.
Right at the 30. Throwing here, Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
First carry for Najee Harris.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Harris.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Runs over him.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Trubisky.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
Touchdown!
Najee Harris.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons.
Koo for the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Pulls it in at the 13.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, it's Trubisky.
Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Again, it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right.
He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll give the Steelers a 1st down. Now it's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, He's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Trubisky will throw. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Harris running straight ahead. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Trubisky. Setting up the screen, Harris. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line.
12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Trubisky able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Trubisky's throw complete there to Johnson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know, every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive. Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide.
He's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line.
They'll start on the ground with Harris.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
This is taken just shy of the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Trubisky to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
They hand this off to Harris, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Harris is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Benny Snell, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right here. 52 blaster. We ain't giving up nothing today. Red, cycle. Cut.
Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Open man completes it to Claypool. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Trubisky to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The offense on third down tonight, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Caught along the sideline by Freiermuth.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Looking to throw. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Tackles made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And the Steelers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Najee Harris, well built for work down here near the end zone. That's a nice job there to hold him up, but I doubt we've seen the last of him on this drive.
Second down and goal. Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5. And he takes this one from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. He's got Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Trubisky to throw. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Connecting with Johnson. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. He punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To about the 26 here.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win.
And this one is right through. And the Falcons are going to win the game. Off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never look back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Atlanta, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.